Hello. It's probably going to be on the shorter side because we've only got 3 matches today. Winter break is unfortunately over. These were actually a few days ago, but still, I'm gonna have a lot less time to do anything besides, school, because I've got homework and band, and it's a lot to juggle, but probably on Saturdays I can still do stuff, so, we'll see. We'll just see. Play it by ear, Anyway, so we have 2 opponents today. We've got Logan, who I don't know if he was joking or being serious, but you'll see what I mean momentarily. And then we've got https:// who I've encountered in a party match one time. I remember a few weeks ago I encountered them in a party match and they completely wrecked me, so I was kind of nervous going into this. I'm not sure if I got a better stage or a better mindset, or maybe it was just that items were off, who knows. But anyway, let's start out with Logan. We're going to the stage, name redacted, and see, this is what I meant when I said I'm not sure if he was joking. He had a badge of the Guardian equipped, but he's using double Guardians, and it doesn't really matter, but his rank was 16, so it was 1 below me at the time of recording. So he starts out, he's playing defensively. I managed to catch him with a nade. They're pretty good at blocking the shots, but they're not that great at hitting me, because double Guardian doesn't really work, because the only way for the Guardian to work effectively is if you can either A, get it in their face, or B, equip it with another arm, like notably a curving arm. That way, when your opponent's running away to the left, you can just curve it out to the left and hit him. Anyway, so managed to hit him with a rush. He probably could have saved himself, who knows. Yeah. I'm just catching him with the nades, so I end up getting a perfect in round 1. Round 2 he switches to the dragons, which they used to give me trouble, but they don't give me as much trouble anymore. I don't know why I completely failed this round, as in why I didn't do so well. I do manage to get the grab. Generally though, I find that it's best trying to get up close to dragon users, because really their only options when you get up close are to either throw or block or do their character specific ability, whatever that be, because the dragons are just not effective at all up close. And also like to point out, a thing with Mechanica, a reason the dragons are really effective against her is whenever she's doing the close to the ground hover, there's actually quite a bit of time, like a good number of frames, whatever that's supposed to mean, in between while she's hovering and when she can shield. So I did press the shield button, but the shield didn't come out in time because you have to wait for the hover to end. Anyway, I do manage to get the read. I'm respecting the dragons because they're kind of a nuisance. I rush. It beats out his dragon, but unfortunately the Slamamander hits one of those tubes. He does manage to get the grab. That was a really good grab. And yeah. Didn't know that the dragon was still active after the laser, but apparently it is. It's pretty neat. But in my opinion, the stage should be removed from rank, because generally the conveyor belt and the tubes cause the players to be separated, and then the majority of their punches end up hitting these tubes, which is so annoying. So it could also just be a matter of the stage is still too new. Anyway, that was another instance of the same thing actually happening, where I rush, but the Slamamander hits the tube. He manages to dodge the fist, which makes me waste my rush, and a little salty about that, so kind of playing aggressively, but I'm not closing the distance, which means I'm getting sniped. And there's another thing where the shield just didn't come out in time. So anyway, that was round 2. Round 3 I switched to the Glusher, so I'm not trading with the dragon anymore. And also, poison's nice. Although it doesn't really work that well against super armored characters. meaning slam's the only option. Anyway, doing pretty well now again, because I can just throw up the Glusher without much worry. I predict he does something, and I'm correct. I don't know what he did, but he attacked, which meant, no. I try and grab. I probably should have just blocked, or if I had dodged more to the side, then I could have gotten a grab, but I won this anyway, so who cares. I get up close. I just go for the YOLO grab because I don't have much to lose. His arms weren't charged. That's another thing to keep in mind, is the reason knockdowns are so important in this game is because it gives your opponent a safe charge. Without that safe charge, you can't get another knockdown, which means it's hard to make a comeback once you get knocked down because you can't charge your arms, meaning even with characters that don't have super armor, like, say, Springman, hitting them with an uncharged glove isn't going to knock them down unless you do the combo, like the 1-2. So that's the reason they're so important. That's a reason that generally Master Mummy players give me a lot of trouble, is because if they use firearms, they'll knock me down, and then I can't really do anything because they've got super armor. And yeah, so you've got to get a good read in order to make a comeback after getting knocked down, at least in smaller stages. On bigger stages you can just sort of run away, which is a good thing that Snake Park's banned, I guess. Anyway, next match was against https:// They were ranked 20 and they were pretty tough. So they used Min, and they sure know their way around electric arms. So they get the charge, not close enough to prevent that from happening. So I do manage to knock her down, which is good. Because with Min-Mins, you just can't let them get their charge. That was another thing I should keep in mind for the future, is that with both my arms out, even if neither of them hit, and even if she doesn't, like, punish, she can still get the dragon charge. And it took 3 shots of that Slamamander for any of them to hit. So when I said they know their way around the electric arms, I mean they know how to throw them out and make it so they're a real threat to deal with. And this will become more prevalent in later rounds when they actually keep their charge. Anyway, so now that they've got the dragon arm, they can really get consistently free grabs, because I have to either trade or get hit. Like, there we go again. And they're just making themselves untouchable. But I do manage to bop them, so that was round 1. Round 2, I switched to the Glusher, so I don't need to play Patty Cake. I switched to Double Sparky, probably just because the boomerang wasn't doing much. I think it hit me 1 time. There we go again, though. Glusher's too slow, so it can't play Patty Cake, so it either has to hit or not. Luckily it hits, and I'm able to get the full rush. That was a good rush on their part. Not really much to say besides I shouldn't have done that. I'm not sure what that was. It was like a grab that I knocked down. It didn't go through. But, yeah. Electric arms are annoying, but luckily they're generally slower, so at least we're not having to deal with 90 miles per hour. Unless there's lag. So I do manage to get the rush. And it does indeed KO, so I'm safe. And this is definitely one of my favorite things. It's only happened one other time in memory, and it was actually in one of my videos where that happened. But anyway, you've got to rush basically the moment you get the shock, and you can't be too far away. So next round against them, same stage. They actually added a Thunderbird into their combo. Put that on their left arm. I decided to start by staying back a bit more and just trying to charge a bit of rush, so at least I'd have the advantage. I'd get the rush first, assuming they don't play more aggressively. That's pretty much what they do, though. Thunderbirds generally give me a lot of trouble because They can swoop around in a lot of different ways. If it weren't for the fact that they are relatively slow and they fall to the ground and stay on the ground for a while when they get knocked down, they'd probably be the best arms in the game, and they're definitely up there with really good arms because they've just got so many options. I don't know if that was a read on my part. I forgot. This match took place a few days ago. I think it was probably just a lucky read. So, they're blocking a lot of my punches. I realized this in a later round and switch up the way I approach them a bit. I'm low on health, so I decide I should probably save my rush because it would be kind of a waste if I just have to get hit by one of their electric arms and I'm down for the count. But I see, oh, their health is getting kind of low. I grabbed their complete fail, expecting the shield, but I think they just dodged it. They're getting up close, but we managed to trade, so it saves me. So we both use our rushes. I'm able to dodge theirs, and which is pretty amazing because gloves have a really fast rush. So I'm able to dodge that and punish, unlike that Kid Cobra player. Anyway, on to round 2. So they just switched to Double Thunderbird, which is probably a wise choice, although in my opinion, Sparkies are actually more of a nuisance in this player's hands because they're a lot bigger. Anyway, just lag there, but yeah, they do kick it away. My super armor's really helping out, or maybe hurting me. Maybe I could have just gotten knocked down. That was a really awful rush. I think they were trying to do that actually, since they were throwing both arms out consistently, so that's what I was expecting them to do. Not a very good rush on their part either, though, since I only had one arm out. Maybe they had the same mind process that they were expecting both my arms to be out. And one of their arms was already out anyway, so they had to wait. But yeah, this is what I was saying earlier about why knockdowns are so important, because there's not really a safe way to charge your arms. So I'm just grabbing, I don't know why. I think it was because I got nothing to lose, and I was expecting a shield. Anyway, they take round 2, but round 3 I switched to double nades to counter their double birds, since that really seems to be the arm that's most effective against this player. So, nades. We do trade though, so I'm saved. That was a pretty good rush, unlike that other one where they had to wait. Don't know why I brought that up. That was I'd say that was actually a pretty good grab, but also lucky. I just do that random rush and it actually lands. Rush out of the blue, sometimes a good strategy. And for once I actually do manage to read the shield, which I've been trying to do, but anyway, I get shocked, but I get double shocked. I don't grab that time, but I'll have to look more into this, but I'm not sure whether or not mashing actually saves you. Anyway, same thing happens there though, where I'm able to rush, and since it's round 3, it doesn't really matter, not a waste of a rush. I take the second game, and that will be the end of the episode. And that was also the game in which I reached rank 18, so I'm ranked 18 now. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye!